Including bubbles with your portraits or your model photography can add a new dimension to your work. Bubbles are just so much fun. Bubbles add colour, they add shape. The interaction between the bubbles and the model is a really important thing. I do lots of shoots with bubbles, and the reason is that people love them. I get a lot of requests for photographs with bubbles, be it children, adults, families, anything, indoors, outdoors. You can shoot with bubbles in most situations. It's very cheap, it's very easy, well, it can be easy, and it just, as I said, adds some extra spark and some extra interest and some extra fun to your photographs. Now, one issue is that bubbles are a bit fickle. Bubbles have a mind of their own. They don't always cooperate. And as you'll see in the video that we've done, the shoot in the studio with Krysta, sometimes bubbles just don't like people. Some people can create bubbles easily and they work really well. Other people have a lot of problems. So it just depends on how your bubbles are feeling at the time. Sometimes the bubbles last a long time, sometimes they only last for a short time. So you have to be quick to capture them. Often when you catch a bubble that has just burst, it can look better than having a full bubble there, as you've seen in some of the intro images. When I shoot bubbles, I like to shoot it against a dark background, so I can get the texture, the line, the shape, the sharpness of the bubbles against that dark background. It works so much better, I find. I also often like to backlight my model or my people, because that throws a little bit of backlight on the bubble as well and shows the shape of it. Bubbles can be really colourful. They reflect the environment around. So the more lights you can have in your studio, then the more highlights and the more detail you're going to have in your bubble. Often I can see my students in the background. When we're doing bubbles in the photography class, I can see all of my students there. They don't look particularly attractive because the bubble's spherical, so it does add a little bit of weight to the reflection, but still it adds a lot of interest to the image. It's like having these big catch lights that we normally see in people's eyes, but they're in the bubble as well. It reflects the lighting that you're using. It'll reflect the light in the environment. So it adds that extra bit of interest in there as well. Now, shooting against a black background is all well and good, but we need to light our subject as well. So if I light my subject and they're too close to the background, that's going to brighten up that black background. So I try to have a bit of space between my subject and the background to darken it down that little bit more. I don't really want it completely black, but I want it reasonably dark so that those bubbles will show up nicely. And it gives me a little bit more room to use that backlight in the shot as well. You can use coloured lights with bubbles. You can use a whole range of different types of light sources. You can use all sorts of lighting modifiers that can get you various different results. So there's a lot of scope for creativity with bubble photography. I plan on putting together some more complicated bubble shoots in the future because there is so much you can do with this technique. But most of all, bubbles are fun. It gets people up, it gets people happy, it gets people enjoying themselves. And that's really contagious when you're looking at photographs, to see someone, the joy on their faces when they're playing with these bubbles, and everyone else in the environment too. It's a great fun situation, as you'll see in this video. So have a look at this. I'm sure you'll learn a lot about shooting bubbles, and hopefully it will be contagious and you'll go out and shoot some yourself. You just lift it up and then twist it sideways to close off the bubble, okay? It's no good just going straight up because it's not going to close off here.
Yeah, right.
So up, twist it off and then back. Okay. G'day. We're in the studio here again. We're shooting bubbles today, so it's going to be fun. We've got bubbles of different sizes, different types. We're going to use Krysta, our model, to interact with these bubbles and just see some amazing images that we can get. Now, a couple of technical things you need to know about. I'm quite a bubble expert, so I can give you some really good hints on bubbles and how to use them properly. The first thing is that bubbles tend to work better in humid conditions. So we've had a lot of rain around here lately in Newcastle, so the air's quite moist, so our bubbles will tend to last a bit longer than they would in dry conditions, because when a bubble bursts, it's because it's too dry. The second thing is your bubble solution. The better quality bubble solution you can get, the better. You can buy good quality bubble solution or you can make it yourself. Just look online for recipes and that will help. But using a bit of corn syrup, or glucose syrup as we call it in Australia, can help you to produce bubbles that will last a bit longer. The other thing about bubbles is that we need to try and manipulate the position of the bubbles as much as we can. So we're going to blow the bubbles up a bit higher and wait till they sink down and move the camera position so that we get the bubble in the correct spot. That doesn't happen all the time. So this is a sort of a shoot a few shots and get some good ones situation. My lighting is 2 small soft boxes either side of the camera. I do that because I want to have overall lighting. I want Krysta not to have to face one particular direction when we're lighting these bubbles and when we're lighting her. So with those 2 soft boxes either side, we can shoot in any position and Krysta's going to look great. The last thing is that we need to create a lot of depth of field with these images. It's no good shooting at f1.4 or 1.8 because you're going to have either Krysta or the bubbles out of focus. I'm shooting at f22 today because we're shooting waist-up shots of Krysta and I want to try and make sure that that bubble in the foreground as well as Krysta are nice and sharp. So my depth of field needs to be relatively deep. So the settings I've got, my shutter speed is 1/125th of a second, my aperture is f22, my ISO is 400, again so that I can get that greater depth of field with the smaller aperture, and my flashes are on full power. So we're going to start, have some fun with bubbles, and you'll see the results that we get. Okay, so who's going to volunteer to do the bubbles? It's a pressure job. It's difficult to get good bubble assistants nowadays.
Sorry.
It's like it's an art.
Yep. Twist it. Yes, there you go.
Perfect.
That's good. Yeah. You might find it better to slide it off rather than lift it up, but see how you go. Yep, I'm a bit of a bubble Nazi sometimes. Okay, let's go bubbles.
Now you're just creating like a dragon.
You're not allowed to say sorry in this place.
I was like, the last bubble stick worked wonders.
That's good. Ah, that was a little bit too late. Yeah.
Oh, bubble inside a bubble!
That was so cool.
Do that again.
Do that again.
Here it comes. Yep. Yep.
Oh, dually. It's like
Yeah,
massive.
wait for it. Stay there, stay there. Yeah, got it.
Did you get it?
Yes, I did.
She's only just mastered the bubble technique.
doing great.
She's beginner moving into intermediate.
She's doing great. That's it, Tony. Yeah, and get your bubble wand out as quick as you can. Yeah. Good stuff. You did, yeah, well, there's a few shots. Don't I sound patronising? You did very well, girls. Now, we've had a bit of a technical issue here. My assistants are hopeless at the bubbles, okay? So now we've got how old are you? We've got a 12-year-old boy doing the bubbles for us because my assistants are just, no, they're good at other things. I'm sure there's something that they're good at, but bubbles, they can forget it. Okay. Yes. Well, that's okay. That's good. Yep. Once again. Yeah. Good. Yeah. Good. Yeah. Yep. A few more. Yep. Big smiles and excitement and stuff, Krysta. Yep. That's it. Great. Yep. Yeah. Good. Okay. That's it. Yep. So we've done the big bubbles quite successfully once we found somebody who could do it for us. Now we're going to do medium-sized bubbles. That's just going to give us a different look to the shot. Okay? Then we're going to do small bubbles later on. Lots of bubbles.
Yeah.
Ah, there we go. Good stuff. Yeah, good. Okay. Yeah. Good. So we're going to modify this light a little bit. We're going to put a speed light in behind Krysta, just to backlight her and backlight the bubbles a bit, just to add a little bit more punch to the shot. Okay. That's it. Doing well. A little bit further over. This way. That's it. Yeah. Well. Shh. That's Tony laughing in the background, by the way. Now we're switching to smaller bubbles, which is a little bit easier to manage because we've got a bubble gun. So we just pull the trigger on the bubble gun and the bubbles just come out. So you'll see what we get with these ones. I've also still got that backlight because I like the backlight in the shot. It highlights the bubbles a little bit more and separates Krysta from the background as well. Yeah? Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. We'll just wait till they come down. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Good. More bubbles. That's it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, more bubbles. That's it. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Good. Okay. That's it. Let's wait till they come down. Here we go. Yeah. Because I don't want to get bubbles in front of Krysta's eyes because I want to be able to see her eyes. Yeah. Terrific. Couple more. Okay. Yeah. More bubbles. Just maybe keep it going. Do a long, yep. That's it. Okay, that'll do. Let them come down. Yeah. That's it. Couple of smileys, Krysta. Yeah, good. Yep. Okay, that's great. All right, now we're going to finish off with something a little bit more technical. We're going to put some water in the background as well as the bubbles. And we're going to light that water blue because we're going to put a blue gel over our backlight, our speed light, so that our water will be blue, which means I've got to get one of my assistants to help, so hopefully they'll be okay with water, better than they are with bubbles. And we'll see what we can do with that. I think it'll look great. Yep, bubbles first. Yep. Yep, lots more bubbles. There we go. Wait till they come down. That's it. Okay. Okay, I'll say water when we're ready for water. Water. Okay, good stuff. Yeah, it's not too bad. Maybe a bit closer to Krysta. We're going to do it again. It's okay. And if you don't get it right this time, we'll get Pooja. Okay, that's good. Okay, water. Yep. Okay, bubbles first, yep. Hang on. Okay, water. No, this will be fine. I'm doing it my way, okay?
Doing it my way. Sorry.
Can we get Tony mic'd up, please? Okay, bubbles. Hang on. Look at the stance in the background. I've got to shoot that. Okay, water. So we want it a little bit closer to Krysta, the water, okay? Because we want that flash to be able to spread out wider to get that in. Okay, bubbles. Just wait till they come down. Okay, water. Yes, that's going well. It's my timing too. I mean, I've got to time it so that that water's coming down at the right level and stuff. Once again, this is hard work. Okay, water. Here we go. Yep. All right.
I'm 100% sure I blinked.
Did you?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was the perfect shot, but we'll have to do it again because Krysta blinked.
Did I? I'm pretty sure I did.
I don't know. I haven't got my glasses on. I can't tell. Okay, one more. Bubbles. Okay. Yep, water. Okay. Yes. That's good. All right. That'll do, I think. All done. Thank you. More bubbles for the video. Okay, that's our bubble shoot all done. Everybody did a great job. Well, most of them. We got some big bubbles, some small bubbles, some really tiny bubbles. Krysta did an amazing job once again. I thought I'd just have a little bit of fun with bubbles at the end. So thanks everybody for watching. Subscribe, comment, anything you can think of that we can do with bubbles would be great. So I'll see you all next time. Stop the bubbles. Well done. Thank you.